Hey everybody, happy Monday here. It is Kit, and welcome back to the Dragons Chaos Sims 4 series. Um, Also, sorry for lack of videos last week. Um, I'm going to be repeating this all week, just an FYI. Uh, yeah, I got sciatic nerve pain, because I guess I stepped or pinched, or I don't know what I did, but I managed to throw that out of balance. So I've basically been like out of commission for a couple of days, several days, and yeah, so that's why there were pretty much no videos last week. Um, but we're back with this week, so there's that. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day, and we're gonna get into this 100% unscripted uh, chaotic episode because I only did posts for the first two households apparently. So you know what, we're gonna go based on vibes and terrible memory. Let's do it. Right. So we are introducing Cheyenne Tinsley, the purple-haired girl on the left. She was also friends with Calix Tora, and she is a mermaid. Her traits are child of the ocean, ambitious, and creative. She's got three aspirations that she's working on, and I don't know if I exactly specifically said that this part, but I actually rolled to see how many aspirations each sim absolutely has to do. So she has to complete three: city native, the curator, and nerd brain. She's working on several different ones at the moment, and she started off with 5,000 simoleons. Um, Not me now realizing that I really actually didn't read off of much of this for either the first or the second episode. Whoopsies. Anyways, um, our household episodes, I mean. So she ended up getting into Brightchester with a distinguished fine arts degree, and she, yeah, got a job as a scuba diver as well. So that's kind of funny, given she's a mermaid, so she doesn't really need to breathe with the breathalyzer thingy. Anyway, yeah. So she lives in Windenburg on the island, and well, while her home life itself wasn't a super exciting, not very interesting, she had a small home. It was fine. It worked. She had 5,000 simoleons. You could say that her social life was really booming. Um, she got it on with Jonah. Like, look at them. Oh, I was so happy. Yeah, they just. I did not expect this. Like, low key, not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting him and Calix to get together. But Calix ended up getting together with Estrella from Household 1, and Cheyenne just went for Jonah with Household 2. And the way that I did this, oh, I hope y'all can't hear my beagles. Pretty sure you can. Household 1, Household 2, Household 3, then 4, then 5. Like, that's literally how I played them, was that. So, yeah. But, ooh, new boo or bay or guy alert? I don't know. This was another one of those moments where I just kind of let the Sims do what they do. Maybe I threw out one or two flirts just based on wants or my own whimsical desires, and uh, things worked out. And honestly, they're still one of my absolute favorite couples to this day. That's right, they are still very much together. And, it kind of works. Like, she's a mermaid, he's a vampire. They kind of get each other. Um, and she's a little bit on the outcast side of things, which is the way that she dresses and is, and he's always been an outcast, and it just, God, they're adorable. And really, not a ton happened with her. No drama, no craziness in her household that I can remember. Really, the only thing I do remember is that I put her on the island, and I was so upset to find out that you could not swim in those waters. It was shortly after that update, I think, where we could do like the wading in the waters and swimming in certain waters. I thought for sure you could swim in like the big ass lake, because I always think it's a lake in Windenburg, but I guess it's not. I guess it's the ocean. Is it the ocean? Wait, is the Loch Ness Monster supposed to be freshwater or saltwater? I'm getting so off topic. The point being, I put her on the island and she can't swim. And I was like, are you serious? So I think that was the hardest part for me was, okay, managing her wants to go swimming in the ocean and to, keep up the, hydration levels. But yeah, so she ended up graduating just fine from Brightchester. Glamour and all, mascara and all, didn't really have any problems. And in fact, she got an A+ for that GPA. So go you, Cheyenne. And as a reward, I took her to Sulani. I forgot exactly how I did it, if I just deducted funds or if I just kind of, you know, eh, let her go to Sulani. But I thought it was really funny that she was swimming around in her cap. I guess she was really proud of herself for graduating university, which, you know what, same. And since you've seen her very purple tail, you can kind of tell that purple is her vibe, as is flirting with Jonah. These two, anytime they're in the same vicinity, oh my gosh. In fact, slight side note here, I installed a certain mod of the Wicked variety. If you know, you know. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I think I was playing their household at that time. Oh my god. These two were like, oh, there's a mod. Oh, we must do all the things. And I couldn't help but laugh. And it was like, okay, one, this is too much. But two, it was just the fact that they could not actually keep their hands off each other. Freaking adored that for them. I'm also really scared to go into all my households now in that save for the ones that have relationships, especially theirs. And with Love Struck, because I'm so scared that it's going to ruin their relationships, as I've seen a couple of people had that happen to them. So I'm so scared. Let's send up a prayer to the game gods right now. And when Jonah had his unexpected alien baby, Cheyenne was actually super supportive. They were already together at that point. Well, actually, no, they technically weren't. I don't remember. They either were or they weren't. There's a very good chance they were. But she was so supportive and basically just took Selena under her wing, like, okay, well, you are my guy's baby, therefore you're basically my baby too. And I really appreciated that about her. She was just altogether a very loving sim for Selena. Anytime she was on the lot, she'd go over and like give her hugs and kisses and care for her needs and whatnot. Honestly, Cheyenne, very unproblematic sim, and I adore that for her. I don't think she's actually ever had a problem, which out of just so many of my sims usually have one little problem here or there, and I love that. Love it. It's life. It adds a little bit of spice, a little bit of variety, but sometimes having just a good all together unproblematic sim, wonderful. And when I tell you that this is one of my absolute altogether top favorite things to have mermaid sims do is just float and sleep. I love being in the pool where I used to as a kid. I haven't been in one in years. But I still remember that feeling of like floating and just being detached from reality almost, or like being detached from reality and gravity and all of that. But this, just being able to sleep in the water like this makes me so jealous. I want to be able to do that so bad. Just a side note. Am I the only one? Because that looks so comfortable. But yes, if there is one thing to be said about Jonah and Cheyenne's relationship, it is that they are head over heels in love with each other, constantly going on dates and just swimming for each other, wanting to be together, and it is a very sweet, pure, and innocent love. Fun fact, where the household is currently is still in Windenburg, but I'm thinking I'm going to move her to Tartosa soon. Because, mermaid, and I don't know, I feel like that town is kind of coded to have a mermaid, even though Sulani is obviously the best for it. I don't want all of my mermaids to go to Sulani, you know what I mean? So I think Tartosa would be a good fit, maybe. One thing she likes to do, and something she shares with Jonah, is going and exploring. Just going to random places, doing random things, giving everything a go at least once. Of course, Jonah is a lot less destructible than her. He's more indestructible. And she can still very much hurt herself, but something she really enjoys doing is rollerblading, actually. She's gotten fairly good at it. And of course, it doesn't really matter what outfit she's wearing for whatever occasion. She's more than happy to just plop down in the dirt and stare at the stars. Plus, laying on the ground is great for your lumbar support and all of that. Stretching and all. And, speaking of trying everything once and Jonah being a lot less destructible than her, this may have been one of those times where they just really shouldn't have, maybe we just skip this adventure. I think y'all know where this is going. Like, out of all the woohoo spots, I feel like that would just kill the romance. I mean, that desperate? Really? And almost burning to death for it to boot? If you were walking along the street and you just hearing banging from a dumpster, you'd want to look the opposite direction. But if you did look and you're just walking past the scene and you see those legs with those heels, sparks and the hearts coming out of a dumpster, pretty sure those would be the last thing you would expect, or you would think that maybe the legs were like detached and didn't have anything else because horrible crime scene vibes. Again, I love them, but I am heavily judging them for this. Yeah. Well, as long as you two were happy and fun, I'm not saying that was safe. And I think both of you need a shower, and Jonah, you need to go find cover. Because, you're a whole vampire, and you burn. Crispy. Nobody likes a crispy vampire, except for maybe a vampire hunter, which Cheyenne is technically, just not in the traditional sense. I'm gonna shut up now. And to end this part on, this is her new home. I didn't have pictures of the before, but honestly, it was just an octagon with weirdly shaped bathroom and stuff. And it was a very small octagon because, she started with 5K. But honestly, girlie did pretty damn good for herself. And she's staying in Windenburg at this point. So it's like, just sort it out, fix it up. She's got a pool, and I kind of went out of my, normal way of building for this. Tried to kind of make it a little themed, little modern, little whatever, and I think I like it. So there's that. Obviously more changes and stuff, and obviously windows and things, but this was with what money she had, and I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, so that is actually all of the pictures that I have for Cheyenne before she combines with a different household. So we'll see her once that happens, in the coming weeks, months, what have you. Um, yeah, she is just honestly really kind of fun to play, unproblematic, like I said. I have another mermaid in this save who was, not as unproblematic. Still fun to play, but oh gosh, did we have problems? And still technically do have problems. Feel very bad for him. You haven't met him, but feel very bad for him. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so that was Cheyenne Tinsley. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and next time we will meet house number 4, who I don't remember, so this should be good. But yeah, so thank y'all so very much for watching and listening. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and week. Bye, y'all.